गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् महागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामविद्रियवतु वाग्देव्यै नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Let us take 5 deep breaths, taking in Shiva and Shakti. Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti. Shiva, Shakti. Shiva, Shakti. I am really happy that many of you have shown interest to know about Mandala and you want to perform Mandala, which is a very happy, nice occasion for any Saundarya Lahari Upasaka for it to happen. I am really happy for all of you. So today let us learn about what is Mandala, how it is going to be beneficial, what is the impact of doing Mandala on our life, in our spiritual journey, how it is going to guide us. So in our dharma, we use mandala mainly in three meanings. The first one is mandala means group or a crowd. Guru Mandala Madhyaga. So Devi is in the center of the Guru Mandala. Another meaning is Mandala is that thing which is three-dimensional. For example, if you take even a paper, single paper, thin paper, we are able to see the height and the width. It has the thickness also in it. So it makes it actually three-dimensional. So when it is three-dimensional, it is total, it is complete. It can be within the circle, it can be triangular in shape or square in shape or diamond in shape or hexagon, octagon, it doesn't matter. Once it is three-dimensional, it is complete one circle and it is Akhanda Mandala Kara. So that way, if we see, even the modern science accepts that everything in this world is three-dimensional. Some of them are so shaped that our naked eyes cannot capture the three-dimensional or 3D form of that thing. So if you understand clearly, if everything is three-dimensional, that means everything is complete, Purna in itself. So in Saundarya Lahari, we refer to the Vigraha of Devi, how we visualize her while doing the japa. That Vigraha is called Mandala. Another meaning for Mandala, which we refer to, is one avartana of doing the japa for a particular number of days and particular of times per day. That is called mandala. So today let us go in detail to know about what the third meaning, mandala, which we all want to do in detail. Let me introduce you to this concept of mandala through my own example, which I think is simple and you can understand it and you can really experiment yourself as you're listening to me. Okay? So just concentrate with open mind. Listen to these words, what I will be talking. There is a cup, the drinking tumbler or cup. It keeps on saying, I am made out of iron. I am iron cup because I am black in color. I am iron cup because I am black in color. I am iron cup. It kept on saying, I am iron cup. A gentleman who was going across, he heard the sound, I am the iron cup. He thought, how can there be iron cup? Let me go and check. Because he happens to be a jeweler. So when he examines the cup, he tells the cup, you're not iron cup, you're silver cup. Cup says, no, I'm iron cup. Because I'm black like iron. I know I am iron cup. The jeweler says, no, not at all. You are silver cup because you are exposed yourself for decades and decades to the weather. You have collected humidity, air, dust, coating after coating, coating after coating, and thus you look so jet black like iron. But actually, you are not iron cup, but you are silver. Again, the cup protested. No, I am living it. I can understand. I am iron cup. Then the jeweler said, okay, I will make you understand that you are silver cup. If you hand over yourself to me for about few days so that I can cleanse you and show you what you are. And the iron cup agreed and gave itself totally to the jeweler. So he took the cup, he applied the paste and the brush, and he started cleaning it day by day. As he kept on cleaning with the paste and the water, it started becoming clearer and clearer, and slowly it started shining. And by the time he had told, within these many days, I will make you understand who you are. As the day approached near, the cup started seeing, I see so much of difference in me. And on the final day, it understood, wow, I'm shining so much. I'm bright, silver cup. I'm not the iron cup. And in the meantime, while cleaning, the jeweler saw a small hole in the cup and crack in the cup. So he did the welding and the soldering to the cup, and he made it perfect. And he gave the nice polish to the whole cup. And while working on it, he was using that cup as holder also. He was putting the water in it so that he can use it from there itself. The brush also there itself, paste at the side itself. So when he was cleaning the cup, it was tilting here and there, but the cup was very, very cooperative, and if he turned like this, it would turn. It would turn, or he would topple it down, but even then, it would be cooperative, and it had submitted totally to the jeweler to do his job. So the iron cup, which seemed like iron cup, became the pure, shining, bright silver cup by the end of the term, what the jeweler had said. This is exactly what we are going through. We, as Jivatmas, we have taken for granted that I am Jivatma, I am Jivatma, I am Jivatma. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the body, I am the mind. That we have believed and believed and believed it, Janma after Janma, that we are living in it as I am the body and the mind. And I'm calling myself, and I'm definite that I'm Jivatma. And I'm living it. And I'm happily adjusting myself to be the Jivatma and to be the limited being for so many Janmas after Janmas after Janma. Saundarya Lahari, Devi Saundarya Lahari, She has come in our way as the jeweler. And she is in the form of sound, the words which are there in Saundarya Lahari. So she is Devi Saundarya Lahari in the form of words, the sound. Who is the jeweler, who is also the paste, who is also the brush, and also the pin or the needle which is needed to cleanse. That also is Saundarya Lahari itself. So Devi Saundarya Lahari is playing all roles in one. And she's telling us, you take any of the shloka and do the mandala. You offer yourself totally to me. You surrender. I will make you understand that you are that Brahman, you are that Parama Atma, not the limited Jivatma. Temporarily you have collected the veil of ignorance, which is so dark. Ignorance is dark. You have become dark because you have collected veil after veil after veil after veil of ignorance around you. And you have taken for granted that you are that Jivatma who is veiled. And if you offer yourself totally to me for certain number of days, say 45 days, I will do the work for you. And as I told you, she takes us in her hand when we are doing the mandala. Nothing, just surrendering to her and keep chanting the shloka. As we keep going day by day, we start understanding who I am, what I am. And once we finish the mandala on the final day, we understand that I want to be in the hands of Devi, Saundarya Lahari, so that I can be shining bright silver cup, which is Brahman. I don't want to go back to the way I was before I started the mandala. And you feel like being with Devi Saundarya Lahari. Having cleansed you so clean, she says, my dear, you are already with me. You have become me. I have many more new iron cups to be cleansed. So I will pass you on to Shiva. Let him take it up. Shiva further takes the silver cup, which is me, the Jivatma, because it was given by Devi, who is Shiva Jnana Pradayini, Shiva as Dakshinamurti. He takes us and he says, he makes the cup flat and says, you are not silver cup, you are just pure silver. See, I have made you into a plate. And if I will to transform you into some other shape, I can do it. So the shape as cup is not the permanent thing at all. It is only a temporary, transient existence of yours. So actually, you are just the pure silver. pure Brahman. Nirakara Nirguna Brahman, which is the third circle. That is what you are. If you want any shape to you, you go to the second circle. You can go in two ways. One as Ishvara and enjoy the second circle. Or you also can go into the very first circle as Jivatma, which is within the second circle, Vishwa. But you understand, whatever you take the form, new form as, you are going to be permanently, eternally as Nirakara Nirguna Brahman, which is the third circle. That is the job of Shiva. So, Devi takes care of us in this way by giving us the Shiva Jnana and handing over to Shiva also. And thus, she makes us understand who I am. And in our life, we have so many problems which we think it is making us go through difficulties. So we want to correct it. Like the silver cup had the hole or the crack, even we have. So for that reason, we have particular mantra, and we take the same mantra. When we are going through that mantra as mandala, Devi will be welding and soldering that problem of ours. She will not just take out that problem and leave us. No. Just like the jeweler, when he does the welding and soldering and closes the hole, he doesn't give back the cup as he has done it. He polishes that portion as well as the whole cup, and he makes it as a new, bright, shining silver cup when he's giving it back after the repair. In the same way, even though we do the mandala with a particular reason to take out one particular hole-like problem, she takes out that problem, plus she shines us totally. She takes out that black kind of ignorance from us, and she makes us understand that I am Brahman, I am complete. And she hands over us to Shiva. So this is mandala. I can say, if as much as possible we are cooperative with Devi to work on us, the cleansing process will happen. And also, whatever the corrections needed, that will be corrected in our life. Not only that, that immense faith with which we will be doing the mandala, the total surrender to her, just like the cup has totally given itself to the jeweler. He handles it the way he wants it. He topples down, he turns around, but cup will never say anything. It is just surrendering itself to the jeweler. In the same way, for those 45 days, if we surrender ourselves to Devi, she will do the needed job on us, and we become totally a new person with so much of rejuvenated knowledge and also the body and the mind. So these are all the beautiful things which many of us have experienced it by doing the mandala. And thus it is my sincere, humble request to each one of you to do at least one time a mandala in your lifetime. And once you do, you will be in touch with Shiva and Shakti. And thus, the life will be filled with happiness, and also the difficulties what we will be facing will also have lesser impact on us. So this is the very positive thing about doing the mandala. Now, going to the next point. Mandala can be done in so many different ways, like getting connected with Devi can be in different ways. Some people get connected by doing the puja, long hour puja every day. Some other people, they do the vrata. Some other, they do the studying of the scriptures. Some other people, they do the japa, and some other through the dhyana. So this we can see as Kaula Marga, where the external worship. Samaya Marga is totally internal worship of Devi. When we combine both together, it becomes Mishra Marga, where we will be using the external worship also and the internal worship also. Because Shankaracharya gives so much of stress on Samaya Marga, which is totally internal worship. It has very great impact as worship. He goes for Samaya Marga. In that Samaya Marga, this japa, dhyana comes into picture. And the external worship involves the body and the mind, and also the discipline as we are doing it. So all these things are mixed in the Kaula Marga. In Samaya Marga, where it is mainly japa, dhyana, it is connected mainly with mind. So what I went through during the mandala, my experience and my understanding, I would like to share with you, because I had lots of positive, very, very positive effect when I did the mandala. So whatever I'm telling you is the experience what I went through. Now, in Samaya Marga, when we are doing the japa, every day telling or reciting the mantra for number of defined number of times, you will have to do it. So that recitation, when we are doing it, the mind should be totally focused on the mantra. The words of the mantra, meaning of the mantra, the intended meaning of the mantra, and the visualization of whatever is said will be leading us more and more and more inward. And that is how it keeps working on us. And it is mainly the mind which has to focus on the recitation of the mantra along with its meaning, so that you are able to visualize and recite it. So how do we do it? As I told you, For each mantra, the number of times it should be repeated per day varies. And the number of days also varies according to each mantra. And even the Naivedyam also differs. And the mandala, that figure or the idol, the form of Devi, what we have to visualize when we are reciting, that also varies. So, in this session, I will give you the general idea how a mandala should be done. So, if you have any particular reason or particular thing you want to do, that individually I can tell it to you people, whoever wants to do it. Now, on the very first day, you have to, after having the head bath, cleansing the body, which will automatically cleanse your mind also. It prepares you. You will sit in front of Devi and talk to her with full faith in your own self and with Devi. Shraddha. And you will talk to her in your own language from the bottom of your heart. Why you want to do this mandala? Why you want to worship her for these 45 days? That you should firm up in your mind and you should talk it out to her so that the sankalpa will become firm and strong, and you are sending that vibration, the sankalpa, the reason why you want to do. That vibration will make the surrounding around you will also stronger and it will cooperate with you. So the sankalpa should be very, very strong, firm and clear. It should be very clear. So you tell it to her. You will be doing the yantra. There is a particular geometrical figure will be there. And the particular bijakshara will also be given in that. So you are drawing the energy, Shakti, and you are arresting it in that yantra. In the sense, you have invited her, you have invoked her, and you have kept her in that yantra. So on the first day, you are creating Devi in your house, and she is there. And she will be kept there until you finish the mandala. And on the last day, you say, "Thank you, Devi, for being with me and make this happen. And thus, I feel whatever you feel, you can tell her and say, you can go back to your swasthana and you will make it the mandala as complete. And you will be offering the Naivedya the first day. If you can do it every day, nothing like it. But Devi also know that it is Kali Yuga. Everyone is going for work. Everyone is so busy. So you just tell her and do the Naivedyam first day and the last day. So mandala, you will start the first day in front of Devi, and suppose it is 1000 per day. If any particular mantra requires 1000 times to be done per day, it would be nice, beautiful, if we can do all the 1000 in one go, which might take hours together. But if it is not possible, you can divide it for the whole day. You have 24 hours. In that you can divide it and finish the 1000. Finishing the 1000, if that is the number of times you have to repeat, you have to do it, because in the Sankalpa you have done that. I want to do this mandala for this reason, and I am offering totally, I surrender myself to you, and it is you who are going to make this happen through me. It is you, Devi. I want to do it this way. So when you have said that, it's good if you keep up that 1000 and don't carry over to the next day and say, yes, yesterday I did only 800, today let me do 1200. It's not a good thing. So try to finish it within 24 hours. 1000. Now, the question you might ask, should we do each session right in front of her in the puja room? Should it be right in front of her all the time? I would say it is not very practical, especially for this kind of lifestyle. So if your mind is hovering around the mantra throughout the day, that is really, really impactful. The mind should be hovering around. Hovering around means whatever you are doing, the mind will go again and again back to the mantra. The mind wants to keep on going back to mantra. That's how you should spread the whole day where your mind is hovering around it. That can happen only if you love to do it. If that is the priority number one, only then it will happen. For example, if you love something, won't you know that the thing which you love a lot will keep coming to you again and again and again and again and again, even though you're doing very serious things in your daily life? The mind keeps going back to the love, because you love it the most. You're making that as a focal point of your daily routine, and somehow you're doing the daily routine, but the main focus is what you love the most. So it gives you a kind of joy also. The whole process of doing the mandala will not become a burden on you. You will start loving it. You will start loving the experience of going through these 45 days or 20 days or 12 days. It varies. So as an example, I'm telling you 45 days and 1000, because for most of them it is that. So what I experienced is, when you are doing the japa, if your mind is involved in the mantra with love for it, automatically you will be singing the whole day in your mind, somehow or the other. So that 1000 can be grouped in between, and you will be doing your work, but in between you can do the japa of these. So for example, 45 days, within that, if it is summer, you feel like going out, you can utilize that time also. When you are driving, within your mind, you can keep chanting the japa mantra. So the drive will also become beautiful. At the same time, Devi is giving you company. throughout your journey. So that skill will develop if you love what you're doing. If you surrender totally to Devi, like that iron cup, if you surrender to her, she knows how to make your mind do its work of japa and dhyana. Now I told you, when the silver cup is being cleansed, it will be going this way or that way. So something will spill out. That's what happens to us also. When we are doing this japa, when she's cleansing us, our daily routine, what we are going through, will have some changes. But it is not that it is impossible to do the mandala. It is very much doable. And 1,000 times in the beginning, the first 1 or 2 days, till you get the hang of it, you will find it tough. But as you get the mantra in your system, it will become much more easier and enjoyable. So during this period, your mind will be so absorbed in the mantra that so many new points, new information, new knowledge will be revealing itself. So that if you can document it on your computer, it would be wonderful. You will know how she has worked on you. You can see the improvement in your own self if you look into the documentation, what you would have done. So whatever you feel for that day, what you experienced that day, what new thing came to your mind, if you document it, by the end of the mandala, you would see that there is such a big rise in your quality of thinking, the deep diving into Devi, all those things will be a beautiful journey towards Devi, which will happen if we do the mandala. Now, the main questions which I get regarding this doing mandala is, can we keep chanting the mantra when we are sleeping? I would say, yes, certainly we should do it, because japa, dhyana is mainly connected with the mind. Because the question is coming, isn't it disrespectful to Devi if we are sleeping and chanting the mantra? So that sleeping will not be allowed if you are doing the external worship, where the way you are doing the puja, everything will count. Whereas in Samaya Marga, it is total focus of the mind which is needed. So if you are doing it by surrendering yourself to Devi with total focus, it is the mind which is needed, not the position of the body. And also, if you go into Sushupti, that sleep, with this mantra as the last thought in your mind, the rewiring of the psychic nerves in the mind will keep going throughout the night. So the mind will be engaged in that rewiring and rejuvenating will be happening during the sleep. So there are chances that you will get the dreams about this mantra also, or anything connected with the mantra, or some revelations can also come through the dream. So it is good if you engage your mind in the japa repetition of the mantra just before you go to deep sleep. It doesn't matter whether you're on the bed or what. It is the mind which is involved in this japa. And because you're doing the japa with focus, naturally it becomes dhyana. Your mind is on the mantra. That is dhyana. And another question by young ladies is, if we get periods during that mandala period, 45 days, should we stop during those days? Again, I would say, if it was Kaula Marga, the external worship, maybe you will not be able to do it because it connects directly with the Vigraha. But this japa is totally connected with the mind, nothing to do with the body. It is the mind which the japa is going on. And also, I would say, periods is a gift to the womanhood given by none other than Devi herself. So, why should we think it as something impure or low that we should not do it during the mandala? So, the challenge is, the needful thing is, during this mandala, all the 45 days without a break, doing the japa for the stipulated number of times. If it is 1000, the mind should be well prepared to do 1000 times. In the beginning itself, if you know that 1000 times is not possible for me, then don't take that sankalpa. In the sankalpa itself, you say, Devi, I cannot do 1000 times. I want to do it 108 times. Hope you will be pleased and give me the phala as you feel. Everything is in your hands. I surrender totally to you. So that will become your sankalpa and you should stick to that. Sticking to what your sankalpa is important. So once again, I would stress, the japa, what you are doing is totally connected with the mind. So if the mind is pure, if the mind has surrendered itself totally to Devi, and if the love to do this japa, that itself will take care for all the 45 days, and that is what is needed. And it is more impactful if we are doing the japa, repetition of the mantra, same mantra, is more impactful. If at all we want to change ourselves from Jivatma status to progress gradually, go up the ladder to experience that Brahma Jnana. And the reason why they give 1000, 2000, if we see, out of 1000 times repetition, some of them would have gone as just robotic cycles, we would have just said recited the mantra without our mind involved in it. So if you're going to say it only 100 times or only 10 times or 11 times, the chances you are giving to the mind to dwell in it will become less. Isn't it? If I had to say it 1000 times, it will certainly be the 24 hours stretch. So the mind will become more and more involved in Devi. To dive deep into Devi, 1,000 times would be good, because even if you take out 100 or 200 being just recited without the mind involvement in it, still you have the rest of the time which you have really become one with the mantra. So the impact is naturally so much high. And also think from this point of view. We have 100 years. Or even if you take 1 year, 365 days. Out of that, 45 days, if you are able to give totally to Devi, her japa, worship, and the benefit of these 45 days of surrendering to her, see the impact, how much more she is giving us. How much more? Just 45 days or 48 days, 12 days. It differs, as I said. It's not a very big number of days when we look into the whole year. Out of the whole year, if you do even once that 45 days of mandala, you will see the effect of it. So positive, and I would say life-changing experience. And we can see only the positive things. And other question which they asked me is, suppose we have done the sankalpa for 1,000, and 1 or 2 days if you are not able to do the 1,000, will we be facing any problem because of that? Will any ill effect will be there on us? Certainly no, not at all. Because Devi is highly compassionate. She will only sympathize and say, why did you do like that, Kanama? Or why did you do like that, Kanapa? Why couldn't you finish 1,000? Okay, maybe I will give you more strength, stamina for you to do 1,000 times. Take it up and do it again. And she will never give shapa, or it is not a sinful thing. And because of that fear, you need not get back from starting the mandala. So that fear should not be there, because Devi is the one who is taking out the fear from you. So why will she again put the fear if you are not doing something? It's not the right way to see or have a relation with Devi. She is very, very compassionate. For your own sake, you will feel extremely joyful if you are able to finish it properly all the 1,000 times, doing it regularly for 45 days. That is the best thing you can enjoy by doing it. So, the main point which I would like to stress once again is surrendering to Devi. Know for sure, taking up the mandala or even doing the sankalpa to do the mandala or completing it successfully, everything is in Devi's hands. For Devi to make up that mind to bless us to do the mandala, the right thing what we have to do is totally surrender to her. Surrender and say, Devi, you are the one who has to do the mandala through me. So please help us. Help me to do this. I know it is you who are going to do it through me. So that kind of surrender. Know and surrender. She will do it for you. So my prayers will be always there with Devi so that you all should be able to do the mandala at least once. If you are able to do it many more times, maybe all of us will feel how come Devi is so compassionate to you? So let it happen. Once, twice, thrice. Just do it. Let it happen. Any questions?
Should we wash our hair every single day of the 45 days?
No. No, only when you have started on the first day and the last day. When you are giving her the Naivedyam, you can have the head bath.
You said like there is this mantra for each reason for doing mandala for each reason. So should we connect with you later to get this, tell you the reasons and know the shloka?
Yes, that is how it works. Because I can't tell it in the
I understand that.
Yeah, so we can do it individually.
Okay, thank you. And when we can connect, like, is it like soon after the class or later, tomorrow or sometime, like any?
Yeah, as per your convenience, I will be available.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alaka, there are a couple of questions on the chat line. First question, do we do mandala on one shloka or all the shlokas?
Okay. If you have any particular reason for which you want to do the mandala, you will be doing it on one shloka, which is called one mantra. If you are taking up doing all the 100 mantras as mandala for 45 days, that will bring balance in your life. It is very balanced way of worshipping Devi. So that is the wonderful thing what one can do. If you don't have any particular reason or particular desire to accomplish. That's wonderful. If you want to do it for 45 days, all the 100 shlokas, that you people should be able to do once we finish all the 100.
Sorry, I'm coming back on this. So let's say if I'm doing this 100 slokas, starting for first day and doing once each sloka, like every day only I'm reading 100 slokas one time and doing for 45 days. That's also called mandala?
Yes. What you're saying is, in the Sankalpa, you will be saying that Devi, to balance my life and my own self, I want to recite whole Saundarya Lahari once for 45 days.
Oh, okay.
Please bless me that I should be able to do that.
Thank you.
Alaka, next question. How do we know how many numbers for a particular shloka?
That also varies from shloka to shloka. So when you call me, I can tell you the number of days and the yantra, all the other details.
Okay. Next question. How does keep count to one? That means how do you keep the count?
There are so many ways. Some people use the mala. Some other people use the machine. You get that machine in a dollar shop also. I think you can get it. So it will keep counting. Once you finish it, you will press it. So that's also available. There is a ring also available in which you will be pressing the ring and it counts for you. But me personally, what I do is, you can see that there are lines like this. So what I do is 1, 2, 3, in between 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So per finger it will be 10. Again it will be 10, 10, 10. Here also you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 50 is done. 50 is done. So 100. Like that. Once you have done it, you can jot it down as 1 is done. Because by the time you go, you will get confused. So maybe you can write 1, or you can keep 1 badam or something the other side. Again, do the 100. So that is how I did it. So it is easy to do it like this. This I could do even while driving also. So I count my fingers.
Okay, next question. Can you give me the text for Sankalpa? The words for Sankalpa.
Okay, Sankalpa is such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing that it should come from the bottom of your heart. It cannot be given by anyone. You have to do it yourself. That is why I said, you do the Sankalpa, you tell it loudly from the bottom of your heart in your own language. For example, the Sankalpa can be Devi, I really want to become a beautiful singer. I don't have a good voice. Please help me to get good voice. I want to be a singer. For this sake, I am going to do the mandala with your permission, with your support, with your encouragement. This mantra for Sachin Satyadeva. Please, Devi, I surrender to you. You enter into me and make me do the japa completely and successfully. I totally depend on you. I surrender to you. You do the job for me. This is what I would say.
Okay, next question. If we want a, basically I'm summarizing it. If you want a particular phala, can we ask you how to achieve it? That means which show.
Sorry, I'm very sorry. I was reading someone else has written, what is the yantra for Saundarya? We are doing the full. For that you can keep Sri Chakra. Sri Chakra is the best. You read the meaning and the intended meaning of the 11th mantra and keep the Sri Chakra. It will keep telling you. It will reveal so many information about the whole world, Ishvara and yourself. So Sri Yantra is the best for full Saundarya Lahari. Sorry Param, please.
Yeah. Okay, I think this question, these are not mine. They came in the chat line, okay? If
Tell me.
you want a particular phala, can we ask you basically what shloka and how many times and so on, details?
Certainly, please call me or you can drop a line in the WhatsApp number of mine, not the Saundarya Lahari group one. Just put it to my account so that I will answer you back.
Namaste, Alaka ji. So
Yes.
mandala is always 45 days, or like you said, it depends?
It depends. It depends. Some of them are for 7 days, 12 days, 45 days, 48 days, 1 year. Like that, it differs.
So we will ask you for that information, guidance on that.
Yes.
So, so for the whole Saundarya Lahari, we could keep 7 day, any day as a mandala. Okay, we can take Sankalpa to chant entire Soundra Lahari for a certain number of days as Sankalpa and do it. Will that become a mandala? If I want to chant Soundra Lahari, entire Soundra Lahari, how many days will be a mandala? Can I?
Yeah,
Should it be 40?
45 days. 45 days. See, why they have selected 45 days is for a human being, whatever new thing we are doing, for it to become part and parcel of our whole being, it takes about 45 days. It takes 45 days. So once you have done it for 45 days, it will become part and parcel of you and you will live it.
Okay.
You will start living that from that day onwards.
Okay.
So any habit will be formed as your nature once you do it for 45 days.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
So there is science.
Alaka, next question is, can we include basically many requests? That means like health for parents, spouse, education for kids, and other problems. Can we all combine them into one sankalpa?
I don't think it's a good idea. You have to do the sankalpa for different reasons. Finish the mandala and then take up the another one. You can't combine all together. When you want to combine all together, it will become a different request altogether to Devi. So it will have, the impact will be not so specific. It is like asking the doctor to do the surgery on you. I have eye problem, I have the hand problem, I have the thigh problem. Please, can you do all in one go? For each one, it is different doctors, the specialist who can do the surgery, isn't it? So when the heart surgery is happening, the stomach surgery cannot be done. It has to be done on different days. And the condition for heart surgery is different from the condition of the stomach surgery. So like that, we cannot combine all together. It has to be done differently.
Okay, next question. What is the process for doing mandala for Panchakshari mantra?
What is the mandala for Panchakshari mantra?
Correct.
For Panchakshari mantra, it is the Vigraha of Devi as Mahatripura Sundari.
So that is a
Any
Vigraha.
other question?
But the mandala is the Vigraha of Tripura Sundari.
Photo or Vigraha of Devi Mahatripura Sundari, who is sitting on the Shivakare Manche. The photo which I have sent you all, that would be the ideal one.
Okay, next question. Any food restrictions for one's intake or what you cook for others? Any food restrictions?
Okay, there is no, food restriction as such, there is nothing. But it would be good if you maintain that vegetarian food during those periods, because the mind will be totally involved in Devi, especially if it is 1000. You should be able to be awake. So eating too much or eating too less will not hold good. So food restriction is not there. Again, it is the way we are doing is through the mind. It is nothing to do with the physical body. So physical body, restrictions of the food is needed when we are doing the external worship, which is puja and vrata.
So Alakaji, you said we could even do the japa because it is related to the mind. While walking is also good, you said. While walking, we are going to have shoes. Is that still okay? It is still external and not related to mind. We are okay.
Yes, yes. Because the japa is done through the mind. What you're wearing, it doesn't matter. The mind is totally focused on the japa, and thus the body is walking on its own. The mind is totally in the mantra. That is the mandatory thing. That is the mandatory thing. The eyes could be seeing something else, but the mind is totally on the japa, which is so beautiful. You will start enjoying your walk also if you do that. I have done it many times.
So we need to take a shower and then go for a walk, right? We like early morning you go, you don't take a, you go for a walk.
Even that is not a even that is not a major thing.
Okay.
Having bath every day, if your mind says you do that, you do it. Otherwise, it is not a mandatory thing that you have to have, because when we go to Kailash, for 3 days you will not be having bath at all.
Correct, that's right. Yeah.
But your mind is so totally absorbed in Shiva Shakti and enjoying
the bliss, yeah.
Presence of Shiva Shakti in the nature so much that you will not feel that you are not having bath.
Right. Okay.
So please understand, this is totally regarding the mind, and the impact of doing the japa as mandala is more impactful on the whole being, and the spiritual growth will happen in leaps when you have surrendered your mind.
Okay.
Body is not the main thing.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Can you display one sample for the mandala? Sample one, how you do. I think you have explained this.
Yeah.
And the next question
Yeah,
is,
I have already explained it.
yeah, is Shloka 32, is it a Panchakshari?
Shloka 32 is no doubt the Panchakshari, but it is in secretive form. As it is mantra, and it has the effect of Panchadasha mantra. So it is the mantra of 15 letters of Devi's name.
Okay, can you hear me? There is some breakup.
I couldn't hear you.
Okay, because it was somehow showing a network bandwidth low. Anyway, when we are doing mandala on Shloka 32, should we also do Panchadashi mantra?
See that 100, the mantra itself given in Saundara Lahari is Panchadasha Mantri, Panchadashakshari mantra. So that built-in Panchadasha Akshara mantra is there. And if you are doing that itself, you're doing the Panchadashakshari mantra, japa.
So we could do a mandala of the shloka itself, right, Alakaji?
Yes.
Okay. So because it includes
It's a wonderful mantra.
Okay.
Okay, I think that mostly covers the questions on the chat line. If I have missed anything, you want to ask Dr. Alaka, please, please unmute and ask.
Alkavre, namaskara.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Pratima. My question is, so you have described the phalas in the shlokas. So based on the phalas, if we pick up certain like Shloka 33 phala is acquisition and multiplying of wealth and richness and attaining to moksha. So if I want that, so I can ask you, see, I want this phala, particular phala, how can I achieve that? So I can ask you like that, right?
Yes, you are right. So if you tell me the reason or why you want to do that, or why I want this phala, is there any shloka? We can do it. Why I am giving you phala in the class itself is to make you understand how Devi is so compassionate that she has made Shankaracharya to come up with such mantric shloka in Saundarya Lahari. And people have got those phalas, and the statistics of the experiences, what they have gone through is compiled as phala, phala, phala. So that is the reason I'm telling in the class.
Namaste, Alkaji. Many thanks to you for your time and your session today. It's very insightful. This is Veena. I just have a question, since I'm kind of drawn and inclined towards this Shloka 32, and I've been hearing from you, you've been explaining that you could either do the whole Shloka, or I was thinking like the Panchadashi also is the Shloka 32, it includes, or it's decoded into that mantra. So is it the same, like if you want to chant the whole Shloka, or you could either just do the Panchadashi mantra by itself? Or I'm a little confused because only that particular shloka has its derivative too, right? That mantra. So if you can please
Yes.
throw some light
Yes.
on.
You can stick to that. Yes, you can stick to that mantra itself.
Okay, but
So
the
when
whole
you have done it
shloka-
for very,
please go ahead. Yeah.
when you do the mantra as mandala,
Okay.
Devi will lead you towards getting the clarity that you want to go for Shodashi mantra.
Okay.
So it is a very nice mantra which will make you go much deeper and deeper into Devi Upasana. So do the whole thing on that mantra itself.
Okay. Thank
That
you.
itself is yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Alaka, this is just a suggestion. You're breaking, so try to slowly talk over your words. Your phone is breaking,
Okay.
so keep gap or try to make sure the words get completely heard. Okay, done.
Okay. Any other question?
ಅಲಕ ಅವರೇ ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. So according to you, everybody should understand my question. So my question is, so you said if we put Sri Yantra, so that could be the mandala for all the shlokas. So I would put one Sri Yantra for all the mandalas. Is that possible?
All the mandalas, in the sense, you are asking, my understanding of what you are saying is, you want to do the mandala on reciting the whole Saundarya Lahari once every day for 45 days. In that case, you have to have Sri Yantra, or even you can have the Vigraha of Devi as photo, which I have already sent it to the group. Anyone will do good. Is that what you wanted to ask me?
No, for particular, if I take mandala shloka 33, Devi as mantra in the Shiva Yantra form, or so if something like that separately, or Devi's eyes. So I do not have only Devi's eyes. So instead of that, can I put only Sri Yantra?
No. It will be For that, the yantra is different. Yantra is the geometrical figure which will have particular bijaksharas, which I will tell you when you want to do that. You will draw it yourself on the silver plate or the copper plate with arshina. Arshina is manjal or haldi. You will draw the yantra yourself with your own hand. And the bijakshara also you will draw in it. And you are going to invoke Shakti in that. So the mandala what you are going to visualize when you are doing the japa will be on the eyes of Devi. So when you are doing the mantra on Devi's eyes, you will be visualizing and you will be in touch with the eyes of Devi in your mind. But there will be a different yantra for that, which will be written on the plate. Am I clear?
ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್
ನಾನಿನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಲ್ಕ ಅವ್ರ ನಾನಿನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಫುಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳು 50 ತನಕ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ 45 ಡೇಸ್ಗೆ 1 to 50 ಶ್ಲೋಕಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಯಂತ್ರ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಕಳ್ಸಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಂತ್ರ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು 1 ಇಂದ 50 ಶ್ಲೋಕಾಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ 45 ಡೇಸ್ ತನಕ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ವಾ ಈಗ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಫುಲ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ
within that you want to do the mandala.
ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು
Okay, why don't you go for Anandalahari till 42?
Okay then. Okay.
Yeah. Do till 42 because it is one full Anandalahari. So do that.
Okay, 100 times ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದಿನ 100 times 45 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 times or 108 times ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ
all the things
all 40
won't it become too much?
No, how long it takes? It doesn't take long. 40 minutes 50 minutes for 40 no 42 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 hours ಹಿಡಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ
If you do it 100 times. ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ I haven't done it as that.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ದಿನ ಅಲ್ಲ 45 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 times ಆ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಸಲ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 90 ಆಯ್ತು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಸಲ ಹಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ 5 ಸಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ 5 ಸಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಸಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ
Okay, if you have already done it. Okay, if you are able to do it, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ
Yeah. Nodi, whatever is possible for you, please do it with love and dedication and focus. That will do.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Alkaji, I'm Sita. By doing 100 sloka mandala for 45 days, the visualization part would be full form of Devi. How do we visualize Devi?
Yes.
Full form.
Yeah, you will be having the full form of Devi. Or you can also visualize Sri Chakra because Sri Chakra represents the or even Meru. It represents the whole universe as Devi.
I see.
So you can have her as in the human form like Devi. Or you can do the Meru, which is the manifested form of the whole universe. And as you keep doing this, the beautiful thing is you will be getting the intuitive understanding of what that Devi, the grandeur of Devi is what. Because you have understood the meaning of the shloka as well, right?
Right.
So the meaning of the shloka will be playing on you and your mind.
I see.
That it's a beautiful journey which you can do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Alka ji, namaste, Sujata here. I want to go back to Shloka 32. So it has the Panchadashi mantra in it, within it. So we could do, as a shloka, we could do a mandala on that particular shloka as a shloka. But if we have to do the japa of those Panchadashi, the one that you sang for us during the class you taught us, for that, the bijak, do we have to get the upadesham from you before we can do as the akshara mantra? Instead, if we didn't get the upadesha from you, we will do it as shloka. But to do it as the mantra, do we have to get the upadesha from you?
I would put it like this. On that day, do you remember when we learned that shloka? We invoked the presence of Shankaracharya in front of us. And it was he who gave you that mantra. So I never came in between you and Shankaracharya. So there's no need for me to come and give you again. You have already received it from Shankaracharya through your mind, and you can do it. You start doing it.
Okay. Thank you, Alaka ji. That helps.
If you want, you go back to that lecture and just go through that, whatever we talked and how it went. Then you will get the clarity. And so you can do it.
Okay.
So you have already received it from Shankaracharya.
Okay.
Very true, Ma. Namaskaram. I wanted to, very true. Adi Shankara did give that, and I believe what you said, and I did experience. I wanted to know if once you give us the all the yantra, do we put it in our regular puja, or do I have to put it on and separate dais that I keep, like for Varalakshmi Vratam or Vigneshwar?
Not necessary. You can keep it in your puja room where you have kept all other days.
Okay.
Along with that, you can keep.
Okay. When I asked you about the sankalpa for different people, what I meant was, like, I have old parents in India and they're doing good, but other regular, my husband or, I have other few people that I know go through different issues in their life. So I thought, like, not one sankalpa, but can I read different slokas with 3 sankalpas? Like, see, I can't be that selfish, just do for one, what? So
No. If you are doing, see, the reason might be different for each person.
Yes.
If you are going to take all the 3 together, you might not find 24 hours enough for you. Even if you sit the whole day, it is not possible. So take it one after another.
Right.
Devi will guide you. Devi will help you.
Sure. Yes. So if I have 2 issues, so I, like, for example, one health and one maybe education or something, job, or so for 2 different people, I can take I can take one sloka, and would that I can email instead of holding up everybody. I can email or text you. I just wanted to know, because if I'm doing something like this, if I'm doing something like this, I rather do it so that it is useful for at least 2 people at a time, is what I was thinking. So, for me, I don't know. She's going to take care of it. Yeah, okay, I'll call you. Thank you very much. Sakala Saubhagyam Shataish with spreading this for everybody. Namaskar.
Namaste, teacher. This is Megha.
And just 1 second.
Yep.
Just 1 second. See, when you're doing the mandala, you can do it for the sake of others, as the previous lady said. It is really, really powerful when you're doing it for others. See, as I told you, the silver cup, if there is a hole, you are not only filling that hole, but you are getting the whole thing polished, and you become that silver cup. So when you're doing it to the other person, it is like a leap, because forgetting your own self, you want to do something for the sake of other. That is more impactful. Even though you're doing it to the other person, it has great impact on the person who is doing the mandala. That can be the wonderful thing to happen. So I really appreciate if anyone is doing mandala for the sake of other person. And it will have an impact. It will have very great impact on the other person as well as on you.
Yeah.
Yes, Megha?
Teacher, I want to ask, so for 45 days, it should be continuous days, or can we do once a week, and then another 6 days, like 108 times or something like that?
No, that will become your joyful experience of Devi. But if it is mandala, it is like a crash course. It is like a very regimented crash course when you are doing 45 days continuously.
Okay.
So it has to be continuous, even without leaving one single day. It has to be 45 days. Find time and do it at least once in your lifetime. Once you have the taste of doing this mandala, I'm sure you will go for one more over the number of years. So
yeah.
Devi knows how to pull us towards her, which is so good.
No, so this sloka number 32, everyone was talking about that, and I have started 108 times since last 2 weeks. So yesterday I was driving back home from Manitoulin Island for 5 hours in my car, because I started around 8 o'clock in the night, and I was the one who driving. I just keep chanting the sloka number 32. I never felt like sleepy or anything. I don't know, somehow like that life force came in me. And I was so amazed. Like it was keep residing in my brain even. Like whenever I find the time, my brain starts sloka number 32. So because everyone is talking about 32 Panchadashi mantra, if you can explain that, take that sloka in one of the class again, so we can learn more, that will be appreciated.
Yeah, let me see. Let me cover the 100 first.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any other question?
Alaka, there is one more question. Can we use a paper printout for the yantra?
I would suggest you writing yourself on a silver plate or copper plate, or as it is said in the particular shloka, not the paper.
Alaka, this is my own question. Someone was saying once you start worshipping yantra or Meru, then you have to continue doing it without any break daily. What's your opinion on that? No, even after you finish the mandala.
Okay. If you are considering yourself doing the external worship, Kaula Marga, then you will have to follow whatever they stipulate in the Shastra. But here, if you're doing the japa on the Meru or japa on the Sri Chakra, you are using it as the yantra to give support to the mind. So mentally, if you're getting charged through having the Meru in your home. That itself is giving place at home through your mind. The external worship, if you are not a person of external worship, there is no need for that. Just having the Meru at home and you showing your love for it, devotion for it, that itself speaks a lot, and you can draw so much of energy and love from that Meru at home. If you are a Samaya Margi. Did I make it clear?
Yes. Yeah.
So 45 days you are not doing the external puja if you are having the Samaya Marga of Japa and Dhyana. That is why I am stressing again and again that when we are doing the Japa or Dhyana, make total surrender of your whole being to Devi, and your Japa or your worship is through mind. Through mind. And Shankaracharya has done Shiva Manasa Puja, in which he is doing the whole 16 types of worship, which is in stages, to Shiva through his mind. When we go to Kailash, we won't have any of those things to do the puja, and what we will be doing is only through the mind. In the mind, and establishing him on the throne, do all the puja one after another in my mind. In the same way, if you are having the Meru, if you are showing your love and worshipping it through your mind, that's more impactful than just doing the puja.
Alka, we talked this at home. How do you get all family members to be a part of the mandala? When you're on mandala, they'll be missing you. How will you make sure the family members are supportive of you doing mandala?
Okay. If one person is doing the mandala in a family, as I told you in the very beginning of the lecture, the surrounding place will also have the repercussion of that mandala. So even though one person is doing, it is having the effect on the other people at home also. So we can say that one person doing mandala is for the benefit of the whole family. So they will also be the receiver of the phala indirectly. So what we can do is, in the beginning itself, before you do the sankalpa, make the other members understand for 45 days, this is what I am going to do. I need your cooperation. And you all will be seeing the positive vibrations at home, and you can experience it. So please, I need your cooperation. It is only 45 days out of 365 days. So please bear with my absence, but you all will be there in my failure. So it is very important that there is cooperation from the members of the family. It is important. And the person who is doing mandala is also for a good reason. They will cooperate.
Ma, such an auspicious time now, Shubha Sayankalam. Is there a shloka that Shankaracharya has done this beautiful thing for the whole mankind? So right now, the whole world is going through what we are going through right now. Everybody. I lost dear ones, 2 of them in India. Is there a shloka? We all in this group who are vibrating with the positive connection with the divine, that we all can make a sankalpa right now And you can send us a shloka for Sarvaroga Nivarana. I was told there's one shloka that can vibrate throughout. So at least in this group we start, and I can give it, and we all can give it to everybody. One shloka once a day for 45 days or 100 days, 1,000 days, as long as we are around. If there is one, maybe now is the time that you send it to us so we can fulfill Adi Shankara's dream, not only from Himavan to Kanyakumari, but on entire world right now is suffering. So I just felt it. I just felt he was asking, Amma, go and ask Amma. So if you have a shloka that comes into your head right now, we'll make a sankalpa and give it to us this moment. Narayani will give us, and we will chant. I'm sure everybody is feeling the same, but I'm verbalizing that. I feel like this moment, if you say something, starting now, I'm going to do it definitely for everybody.
Yes. Yes. We all will get together through Saundarya Lahari, and let us do it as mandala, and I will send you the shloka in the group totally, and let us do it together. Nothing can be better than.
Yes, that is
this.
what I'm feeling he is telling right now. Adi Shankara, he gave us this beautiful thing for Samasta Janalu Sukhi Bhava is not by the word, but this moment I feel so much energy coming from there. You know, if you can just think of a shloka and then send us.
Certainly, we will do.
Okay.
Certainly, we will do.
This is a Subha
And I'm happy to do it.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank God.
Do.
Yeah. Narayana. Thank you.
And any other question? Okay. So with this, let us end today's session. And if there is any question or doubt, please ask me. If I know, I will certainly tell you, share with you. Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. 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 Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om.